mythology. Indian mythology is more than just a myth. It is about logic and scientific backing. Over and above, it is about grounding your belief system that there is beyond, a beyond which is not this three-dimensional world, that we truly are a part of this cosmos expressing ourselves as human beings, and the day is not far when we will all, on a conscious level, go through a holistic evolution. Darwin's theory. If Darwin's theory of evolution is to be taken into account, we have evolved from a common source, meaning complex living beings have evolved from very simple creatures like fish, amphibians, so forth and so on. The process was natural and gradual. Genetic theory of mutation. Darwin's theory revolves around random genetic mutations, of which the most beneficial were naturally preserved. In a nutshell, the theory states that life emerged out of the water. The process involves a slow yet steady evolution of the amphibians who could survive both on land and water, into a complex evolution of mammals, and gradually a species of apes emerged walking on 2 feet rather than 4 limbs, thus resulting in the human race. The beginning of time. The origination of universe was such that there was darkness covered in darkness in an uninterrupted continuum of fluid from. It was the core of creation, and out came the material form and shape as the result of a massive explosion. This entails darkness as the ultimate reality. We come from it and go back to it. Evolution and importance of Vishnu. The evolution of the world was from nothingness, and end of it would be going back to that point of nothingness. However, in between this aspect of being and nothingness, Lord Vishnu is said to have taken many forms to help in the evolution of the world, and here is a brief description of his 10 avatars, of which 9 have already incarnated, and the universe awaits the triumph birth of the Dasha avatar with a bated breath. First avatar, Matsya. As the earth was destined to go through the 4 great ages, and Vishnu's first avatar on earth was in the form of a fish in the beginning of Sadig. As the evolution was to begin with the water, thus fish or Matsya became the first simple being to begin the evolution process of the complex human beings. Second avatar, Kurma. The Kurma avatar was that of a turtle, and it appeared out of the sea whilst the Samudramanthan, churning of the ocean, during Sadig. This turtle was the representation that evolution had reached its second stage, where an organism could both live in the sea as well as live on land. Third avatar, Varaha. Varaha, or a boar, was the third avatar of Vishnu that walked on 4 limbs and was a mammal that lived on the land. In this avatar, Vishnu triumphed over demon Hiranyaksha by slaying him to death. This avatar was also a representation that henceforth the evolution of the beings will be quadruped and terrestrial. Fourth avatar, Narsimha. The Narsimha avatar represents the natural and gradual course of human evolution, wherein a man was half animal half man, not only in terms of physical appearance but in mannerisms. 2. The Narsimha avatar also slayed the brutal king Hiranyakashipu, who was not only a non-believer of Vishnu, but his hatred blinded him, leading to his doom. Fifth avatar, Vimana. Vimana was the first human avatar of Vishnu. Vimana was the first incarnation in the second age, or the Treta Yuga. He was short in height and had small limbs and feet. Vimana descended on earth to help Indra restore his reign over heavens. The authority had been taken over by Mahabali, the grandson of Prahalad and son of Virachana. Sixth avatar, Parshuram. The 6th avatar of Vishnu was Parshurama, who incarnated in Treta Yuga. He incarnated as a fully evolved and grown man. However, he is ferocious in nature, lives in the forest, a secluded life, and is like a primitive man. The avatar represents that though the man has evolved, his mannerisms are yet to be refined. 7th avatar, Lord Rama. Lord Rama was the 7th avatar of Vishnu and came to be known as Maryada Purushottam Rama. He was a man of qualities, semblance, and had a great character. He was the representation that now that man has not only evolved, but also his quality of living and mannerisms have fully developed. Krishna. Lord Krishna, the 8th avatar of Vishnu, incarnated in the Dwapara Yuga, or the 3rd great age of earth. Krishna was shrewd and clever and does not hesitate in playing tricks with the human mind. He is diplomatic and has all the political understanding. This avatar represents the evolution of human mind and also the beginning of doom. 9th avatar, Adi Buddha. Buddha was the 9th incarnation of Vishnu in Kali Yuga. This avatar represents that a human being is capable of attaining moksha, because ultimately, he is part of the cosmos expressing itself as a human being. This avatar also propagates peace, both internal and external, and teaches that violence is no means to win wars. It is believed That Adi Buddha or the first ever Buddha is the avatar of Vishnu. 10th avatar, Kalki. Kalki is predicted in the Puranas to be the 10th and the last avatar of Vishnu, which will incarnate at the peak of Kali Yuga, or the last great age of the earth. This incarnation would not be tall but short, and will restore order and peace in the world. This incarnation or avatar will be the representation of regeneration, as the beginning of time will recycle itself.